It's a bit chilly here, isn't it? It's a bit cold to be out by the pool, tanning it up and something like that. Thank you. Say that as a British person. Now, how many of you gambled today? How many of you won something?
I do.
Oh, it's quite impressive. Now, how many of you lost something? There we go. That's exactly. Should be say hello to Eric, everybody's my piano player. Well, I know you guys have had a very busy, packed week, just in general. You know, I'm not going to mention anything specific. That guy knew exactly what I was talking about. I'm not going to talk about it tonight because, first of all, I'm British, but also, outside of those doors, the world is going to carry on being noisy for the foreseeable future from everybody, and I have you for 2 whole hours to myself. And everything's still going to be going on out there. Time is not going to slow down out there at all. It'll all be still happening. So I want all of us, including us, just be in the moment and be present. This show was obviously supposed to happen in March originally, so we can also just pretend it's March if you'd rather do that. We can go back in time if that's what you would like. But I'm about to drag you head first, right, through all of your emotional, your personal emotional baggage, right? Head first through your own dirt, and I'm going to try and make you laugh while I do it, okay? Give a whiplash all night long. Are you ready to have a giant emotional karaoke session?
Yes!
Do we have any special occasions here? I imagine that quite a few of these tickets that you have tonight are probably very, very belated Christmas presents. So ho, 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 bitches, I'm here. Do you have any very, very belated birthdays?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. You're like 6 months younger almost. Do you have any anniversaries here?
Yeah.
Happy anniversaries. Do we have any bachelors? These tickets that you have tonight are probably very, very belated Christmas presents. So ho, 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 bitches, I'm here. Do you have any very, very belated birthdays?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. You're like 6 months younger almost. Do you have any anniversaries here?
Yeah.
Happy anniversaries. Do we have any bachelorette hen-dos here tonight? There's always a token one. There's always one token one. You know, I'm not surprised because obviously I'm quite depressing, so I don't know who you know, but do we have any divorce parties here? We have some down here at the front and up there. Okay, wonderful. Do we have any mothers and their kids?
Yes.
Do we have any girls' trips? Do we have any gays' trips? Do we have anyone who's come on their own? And do we have, this is actually it's becoming my favourite category, and I won't be offended, don't you worry. This is a question probably mainly for the straight men in the audience.
Diego?
Do we have anyone here tonight who has been dragged here along their will? I won't be offended, it's fine. It's fine, because you know, I've really, really noticed, and I've really, really been going hard in on it, is that you're going to become my biggest fan after tonight. Because you're being a very good sport, I come on with your other half, okay, but also I make like emotional love-making music, so you're going to get into it. You're going to become my biggest fan, and you're going to wish that I had more shows coming up. But I do not. This is now my 96th show. It's crazy. It's like flown by, but not at the same time. And after tonight, we only have 2 weekends left, which is really, really crazy. I know. And so I do 2 shows a weekend, so it's 4 shows in total. And it's very, very bittersweet. I absolutely have loved being in this room so much. It means so much to me anyway. But the experience that it's given me it's just been like nothing I've ever experienced before. I just did some enormous shows in Europe. Sorry, French drop. I just did some enormous shows in Europe. French drop. I just did some enormous shows in Europe. And I loved it, and it was amazing, and I was so happy to be back at home and be outdoors and things like that. But I was like, can't wait to get back to my little air-conditioned room and things. I was very much looking forward to it. It's just been a really reliable, good friend to me, this room, and the memories that I've got to make in here have just been ones that I'll remember forever and ever. So it's very bittersweet. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, especially for the rescheduled show. But I am ready to move on. This residency and this room has been a very big part of a huge season of my life, and I'm ready for the next season. So it's very, very bittersweet for me. I'm excited for whatever it is that's to come. I'm going to be doing, lots of songs for you. How many of you have seen this show before? That's a very high compliment. Thanks for coming back. And how many of you have not seen this show before? Well, for those of you that haven't seen it, this show is very much a grower and not a shower. I know it looks like it's very, very simple, just this giant A just here with me and Eric singing piano ballads for you, but a lot happens during this show. There's obviously still a lot more piano ballads to come. That is what I do, and it's what I like to do, but we've got every type of show, you know, spectacle of the show coming up for you, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's my favourite show I've ever done. Like I just said, I'm going to miss it terribly. I'm going to do a couple more piano ballads and this out for you, and then things will start to change. You know, I do have 3 up-tempo pop songs for you. That's pretty much all I have. And I'm going to give them all to you.
Yes!
So I don't want to pretend that I'm someone I'm not, and we're just going to be miserable together really all night, aren't we? So we can just get those out of the way and quickly move on. I'm going to do a couple of songs for you now for my second album. And I stopped doing this next song that I'm going to give you. I stopped doing it for quite a while, mainly because I'd written newer piano ballads that I did instead on my other tours and performances and stuff. Also, I was still a little bit bitter years ago, you know, whereas now I'm not bitter, you know, I'm just chilled out, I'm really 37 and I ain't got time for that fucking drum anymore. And it's gone down so well, so yeah, all to you.
Yes!
So I don't want to pretend that I'm someone I'm not, and we're just going to be miserable together really all night, aren't we? So we can just get those out of the way and quickly move on. I'm going to do a couple of songs for you now for my second album. And I stopped doing this next song that I'm going to give you. I stopped doing it for quite a while, mainly because I'd written newer piano ballads that I did instead on my other tours and performances and stuff. Also, I was still a little bit bitter years ago, you know, whereas now I'm not bitter, you know, I'm just chilled out, I'm really 37 and I ain't got time for that fucking drum anymore. And it's gone down so well. So yeah, this will be our 96th time doing it here. And I'm in it dry in Vegas today. Jesus, cracking, yeah, it's cracking. Oh, my face is thirsty. So, like I said, giant sing-along. And also, I know there's nice seats in this room. You can sit down if you want, but you can also stand up if you want. Whenever you
Yes!
want. These ginormous screens at the side, so you can see my big head. Whenever you want, you just turn your lovely head and you can mind me. You put the lights on. There you are. You look so nice and sparkly. Love it. Well, now is the perfect time for my lottery since then. Let me get my tombola. Can you bring it out, please, Paul? Right, so inside of my tombola is every single seat in the top balcony. Or on the top balcony, rather. Let me have it right. And I'm going to pick one out now. And you and one person can come down and be my guest for the rest of the night down in 12 Alright, so we've got block 4 or 5. Just over here. Row B, B for bitch. Seat 507. Row B, 507. And then bring you on down. Oh, that was so nice and easy. Sometimes people, more often than not, people are in a group and I'm like, you can bring one person down with you and they have to like, do some hard choices, you know. I remember the first couple of weekends.
Yes.
Getting up with me coffee. I keep saying the wrong thing the last few days. I need to go and get a brain scan. Last night I told the audience for something that happens later in the show that I was giving them $50,000. That's not the truth at all. It's $50. And then I was telling them that I'm a bit deaf. I've had a bad ear infection for a while. I was telling them that I'm a bit deaf and I told them I was drunk. And then just said, I said, let me get a sip of my coffee. Imagine I need coffee at this time of night, that'd be crazy. Anyway, I remember the first couple of weeks we had a woman that was here with her 2 children. So when I called out her seat, she obviously couldn't come down because she was with her 2 kids, which I totally understood. But I do think I would genuinely leave my newborn child up there for the show. For any concert, I was actually honest with you. But especially if I come all the way to Vegas for one. But anyway, I know that she sat back down. She stand back up because this is where I'm giving you the 3 up tempos back to back. So you should get a few extra steps in while you can, okay? This is Send My Love to Your New Lover. Just one time. Confused. It's my one little thing I like to do. I can actually really fucking dance. I'm actually a very good dancer. I have no songs where I need to be dancing. They started in 2016 and 2017 when I was playing massive sports for their outdoors, like football stadiums and football grounds and parks and things like that. And I'm not very comfortable being on stage, period, let alone in front of huge crowds. So a way of calming my nerves and feeling like I was like sort of vibing with the people who were in the furthest part of the rooms, I was like, well, I might as well just be my own mascot. I wasn't going to do it in here because it's very small in here, because I can see your eyeballs up there on the top balconies, but it's just too much fun. So I'm not going to be aiming it at the floor because you'll see why, don't be disappointed, you'll see why this is a very powerful t-shirt band and I will bonk for it off. And then you'll have to go to hospital or something like that. Or in America you might sue me, who knows. So I've been aiming for the balconies, but sometimes I overshoot my shot. So there's a signed t-shirt, $50. $50 for myself. All that good catch. Oh, I love you too. Okay, are you ready?
Ahorita va a hacer otra. Ahorita va a hacer otra.
Top row again. Who got that one? Look at that front row of the top. Sorry, little balcony, I've got 2 more, don't you worry. I overshoot. I've got 2 more, but they're down the other side.
Te amo!
How many of you have been here for the whole weekend so far? Have you had a good time?
Yeah!
I met a lovely couple last night at the show. We were going to Billy Joel tonight. I didn't know he was playing. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to go because I'm here with you. Nowhere else I'd rather be. But I'm a bit jealous because he's just down the road. Okay, top balcony, are you ready?
Oh!
Okay, right, let's see. I love it. It reminded me of one time that happened. Who got it? Oh, I see you, sir. Well done. One time, it landed over here. This is many months ago, maybe even years ago. I've been there for so long now. And I missed the balcony. And what's that? Oh, I'm done, my love. I've got none left. That was it. I'm sorry. Anyway, they weren't paying attention because I was aiming for the balconies and one landed it and these 2 men, must have been hurdle runners or something like that in another life. Because they jumped over the barriers and it was so hot and sexy. They really got into it. It felt like, yeah, it was great. Anyway. Hello. I'm going to say hello to my new friends from upstairs. I love you too. What's your name? Jose and Andrew. Now, whose seat did I call out? I called out yours, Jose. Okay. And then, how long have you guys been in Vegas? Oh, you got it this morning. What have you done so far? Pool. Oh, swimming pool. I didn't know if you meant like snooker pool. Okay. And how long are you here for? Oh, what are you doing later on after the show? What was that first thing you said, Papa? mini golf. Sorry, I'm British. Sorry, it's just. And then, where have you guys come from tonight? Philadelphia. Oh, there's someone saying "Go Eagles" over there. Okay, we didn't get as many boos as I thought it might. I watched. What's going on here? They're doing this signal. But your birthday from Philadelphia. Oh. Okay, I'll talk to you in one moment. And then, so are you both from Philadelphia? Originally from Philadelphia. Oh, where are you originally from? New Jersey. New Jersey. New Jersey and Michigan. Okay. Well, I'm from London. And how did you guys meet? How do you know each other? Husbands, how long have you been married? I don't meet many strangers, so I do like to talk a little bit. How long have you guys been together? Been together 12 years, married for 5, and how did you guys meet? Look at that, they had 2 different stories then. Okay Cupid they met on. What were you going to say? Oh, at work. Oh my God. You're like close. I'm not really my hand, that's a phone, guys. I don't know what you think I'm doing. Sometimes when I'm with my friends, they're pretty much all gay. But whenever we're out, they'll be like, oh, there's this cute guy, like, he's like round the corner, and then they'll go hook up. That wasn't what happened at work? No, that wasn't. Okay, well, thank you so much. Did you have tickets for March? Were you supposed to come in March? Well, I'm so glad that you've come back still. Thank you, I appreciate it. I didn't actually apologise to you at the top of the show. I am genuinely so sorry for that inconvenience. When I'm sick, I can't work. It's it'd be the same as you having like 104 fever and being delusional and trying to go and do something. It's pretty impossible. So if I'm sick and I lose my voice, I can't do anything. But just for good measure, it was like karma on me having to not be able to do March, because I couldn't talk for 4 weeks. Can you imagine how hard that is for someone like me? And I'm not even talking about me being a singer, I'm talking about me being a chatbox. How hard that is. I think my fiance loved it. My son loved it for a little while and then he missed it, but yeah, he loved it because I couldn't answer back. So yeah, so this song is for you too, my darlings. I'm so glad you came back and thank you so much for coming to the show. Like I said earlier, it's just hot honey, it's very boring. Wow. I think I might have a drink tomorrow. I don't drink as much as I'd like to. But in 2 weeks I'm retiring, so I'm going to become a day drinker. So I have to find something else to do, because if I don't make any plans, then I'm just going to become a drunk, aren't I? Not far off. Anyway, go on, Eric. Play those keys. Lovely sparkles, lovely. Hello, everybody else. Hello. Well, hello, everybody. That was the 96th time I've shut myself on stage in this room. No matter how many times I've done it, that fire and that heat and the gust of wind at the end never fails to frighten the life out of me. I haven't really been wearing wigs recently, I've just been going au natural, so
natural.
Anyway, I've been walking through the crowd for this next song the entire residency, and up until early this year, way before we were supposed to originally be here together, I used to always spot someone in the crowd each night, as soon as I came on the stage, and I would always make a beeline for them when I was walking up here. But I stopped doing that just because I'm a real empath, and I take on a lot of energy without meaning to, and then I take it home with me, and then I like sit in a puddle. So sometimes it's like cheery and it's like, what's your favourite thing to do? Ride a bike. And sometimes it's like deep trauma that someone wants to offload onto me, which I totally get, because I essentially do the same to you. I essentially offload my trauma into my songs that I give to you. But it's a lot to do every week, kind of every night. So I stopped doing that. Also, I noticed I kept getting sick, so I can't be sick anymore because I have these shows to wrap up and finish. But one of the things I would ask the person that I would spot at the top of the show would be, what's one of your favourite memories from when you were younger? Can I have some more of that water, thank you? And again, it varied from all sorts of things. Lots of grandparents, lots of holidays, like vacation holidays. And again, sometimes people, maybe they were a repeat offender and they'd been to the show before, or they'd seen it online and they would have thought of the deepest possible memory, which would, in exchange, make me sweat and cry, and then they would cry, and then we would basically share.
Oh my God. Bless you. Bless me.
Sometimes how I was getting sick. But anyway, so what I started doing instead, just for this short run, because I used to in turn then tell one of my favourite memories when I was younger. But 90 shows in, listen, I'm a pessimist, I'm a half glass empty kind of gal, and that's just who I am. Right? So I can't remember more than 90 happy memories. I try to program and pre-plan and have them pre-saved to remember to tell everybody, but that also ruins the fun of being spontaneous and sort of say, to remember to tell everybody, but that also ruins the fun of being spontaneous and sort of say whatever comes to mind. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and give you bad memories. I'm not losing my memory. I'm saying this in a very light-hearted way. It's harder to remember things the older you get. It just is. And I also want to repeat my memories, and I also didn't want to repeat ones that I've said ages, especially for you guys, because you've been waiting for so long to see the show. So, drunk one night a couple of years ago, I made a card game with one of my best friends. It's a conversation game, you just sit around, drink about 10 bottles of wine and chat absolutely. And we just, and it's all sort of based around love and Saturn returns, a huge thing in my life. It imploded and I left my husband when I was going through my Saturn return. Sometimes it's a bad thing, sometimes it's a good thing. I think it was a good thing for me. I'm happy with it, as it were. But if you're going through it, don't worry about it. It just means change. Often you'll get someone that's slightly older, you being like, girl, you better hold on. You'll see that, oh no, I've come to realise, especially in the end, it's a positive thing. It just feels like hell while you're going through it, basically. But I decided to start reading one of the cards. I'm going to go this side tonight. Because it's very, very spontaneous, and some of them are light-hearted, like the questions that I used to kind of ask people when I walk through the crowd, and sometimes they're very, very deep. Last Saturday I cried. Yesterday I was completely stumped for about 5 minutes on what my answer was, but there's different things of it. It's called Love is a Game, obviously. And this one is a drunk tongue is an honest one, which has been my motto for about 20 years now. A drunk tongue is an honest one. Something that space makes you wild. Can you see that? What makes me fucking wild? Tequila.
Tequila, yes! Yes!
Jesus, take the word. Tequila.
Tequila.
Tequila makes me aggressive. I'm not ready to throw punches when I have tequila. It makes me fucking vicious.
Seriously.
It really is. An honest one that really fucking occurs to me, implies to me on tequila. I have anxiety for about 5 days. I'm going to go this side tonight. Because it's very, very spontaneous, and some of them are light-hearted, like the questions that I used to kind of ask people when I walk through the crowd, and sometimes they're very, very deep. Last Saturday I cried. Yesterday I was completely stumped for about 5 minutes on what my answer was, but there's different things of it. It's called Love is a Game, obviously. And this one is a drunk tongue is an honest one, which has been my motto for about 20 years now. A drunk tongue is an honest one. Something that space makes you wild. Can you see that? What makes me fucking wild? Tequila.
Tequila, yes! Yes!
Jesus, take the word.
Tequila.
Tequila makes me aggressive. I'm not ready to throw punches when I have tequila. It makes me fucking vicious.
Seriously.
It really is. An honest one that really fucking occurs to me, implies to me on tequila. I have anxiety for about 5 days after having tequila.
Anxiety.
And the thing is I can't really handle liquor in general. I can drink 25 bottles of white wine in one night and I'll be fine. I'll have a normal conversation with you, right? Three liquor drinks and I am 25 sheets to the wind. I am heading to another planet and I am the rudest, most fucking arrogant, see you next Tuesday. So I steer very clear away from tequila. I just can't handle it, which is crazy. Because again, I'm a Brit and I can drink anyone when it comes to wine. My friend Cameron, he knows just about that. I peaked too early the other day during the election. I fell asleep because I had 2 bourbons, however you say it. Fell asleep before the fucking election. Woke up, but it was all over. So that was a fun one, yeah. Tequila makes me wild. And on that note, this is when we moving on. Guys, your energy from the moment I came out was just top tier, and honestly, your energy determines ours. The great show is based on a great crowd, so thank you so much. You've been absolutely incredible. This weekend is just one fucking baby. Thank you so much for rearranging lots of plans that you already had to come and see me, but regardless of that, I know it's a real pain in the arse coming all the way to Vegas to see something played. I know the amount of planning that goes into it, and I do not underestimate that ever. I'm so eternally grateful for you coming all the way. Thank you so much. I'm so thankful for this time. Probably won't see many of you again for quite a long time, so we've got 2 more songs. Are you ready? Can you believe it? I've got an idea. Get home safe and be nice to each other on the way out, okay? And stay safe in Vegas. I love you. Thanks so much, guys. Oggy, oggy, oggy.